just a museum, a Prussian blue horizon where foreigners come for honeymoons. Our genius demands that we should put our stamp on the molten metal of the new world. So proclaims Gabriele D'Annunzio, Italian poet-soldier in May 1915, prodding his country to war. Who has iron has bread, the watchword of socialist editor Benito Mussolini, first pacifist, then neutralist, now fiery belligerent. Italy, too, has flip-flopped into the war. Mobs sacked the embassy of Austria. Austria, once Italy's partner in the Triple Alliance with Germany. Austria is now the enemy. Italy's government has sold out to the highest bidders, Britain and France. Sacro egoismo, sacred self-interest, the Prime Minister calls it. In Vienna, Austria's emperor finds himself in a three-front war. Russia east, Serbia south, Italy west. Franz Josef had tried in vain to buy off the Italians with border territories. To him, Sacro egoismo translates as plunder. Now he must face the new enemy on a terrible alpine battlefield, alone. The Italians will not declare war on feared Germany for a year. It is a tactical nightmare. It will be a war of agony, an agony best remembered in the name of a small Italian town, Caporetto. On the day after Italy declares war on Austria, May 24th, 1915, there is action at sea. The Italian fleet, superior in tonnage, will succeed in keeping the Austrians bottled up in the Adriatic for much of the war. But it is on land that the great struggles are shaping up, on two forbidding fronts. In the Trentino, where the Alps are cut by two broad valleys, the first Austrian movement takes place. The Austrians have brought 4 battle-tried divisions from the Russian front for the attack. They have massed 2,000 new heavy guns and zeroed them in on the Trentino Bulge. The Italians have 2 of their 4 armies guarding the 130-mile line. Their army chief, General Luigi Cadorna, fair strategist, poor tactician, and reckless with human lives, is convinced the mountains are his shield, that the Austrians will not attack. In May 1916, when the spring thaws begin, the beefed-up Austrian army strikes. less than a month, the Italians are pushed back 10 miles. Then the Austrian offensive bogs down under stress. The tortuous supply lines, the abrasion of manpower, the demands of other fronts. 4 divisions must be pulled out and shipped east to meet a new Russian offensive. Behind them, the Italians will come struggling back to their original positions. The casualties: Italian, 145,000. Austrian, 80,000. The net gain, nothing. Southeast of the Trentino is Italy's other front, the 55-mile Isonzo. The Italian objective is the town of Gorizia, opening the door to Trieste, that prize of Italian ambition. A dozen dreadful battles will be fought here, each carrying a numbered name, like a mournful metronome. The first battle of the Isonzo, the second battle of the Isonzo, the third and fourth. The Italians must storm uphill, up mountain, to the Carso Plateau, described as a howling wilderness with stones as sharp as knives, where each shell splinters 1,000 deadly rock fragments. Cadorna, despite his superior numbers, will throw his army away, hammering against the Carso. Agonizingly cold in winter, hot, acrid, and infested with flies, like Gallipoli in the summer. Now it is August 1916, the 6th battle. This time the Italians, smashing, clawing, even tunneling their way up, will break through and get to Gorizia. The Italians get to Gorizia, but here Cadorna hesitates, fearful of Austrian reinforcements, and it is fatal. The door to Trieste slams shut. Soon he will be back where he started, and the metronome will tick on. The 7th battle of the Isonzo, the 8th, the 9th, 10th, 11th. Stalemate, trench warfare, become the stagnant order on the Isonzo. Despair and disillusionment in the prisoner camps. The Austrians are being battered between the Russian front and this frozen hell. Their supplies stretched thin.